Hello. Hey there. My name is Akuto Ryuka. Welcome to my debut. Today I'm just going to be going over just a few things, just explaining who I am and what exactly my intentions are with these streams. Should be good. It's not going to be too long. I don't have too much stuff to talk about myself, but it is truly a gamer moment. So let's go over that one and start talking about myself. Blank page. This page won't be blank for long, as I will turn this on right now. Ooh. Alright. So this information here is just some basic important information about myself. Of course, my name is Akuto Ryuka. My age is roughly 582 years old. It may not be 100% exact, because I don't exactly know how long I've been around for. Because you see, when I was just a small devil boy, I was brought to the human world, and I was just left here, and then I was raised, you know, and then eventually over time I just became super accustomed with a bunch of cultures and just playing games and stuff like that, and that's what I want to share with you, basically. And my birthday is, of course, August 15th, I know that much. My height is 181 centimeters. It's fairly tall. I forgot that I have this as well to show what I'm talking about. Arrow. I am a devil, despite my pointy ears and whatnot. I am a devil. My occupation should be I'm the rightful heir to the Devil King's throne. So you know how in like those in Isekai and whatnot, they have that there's like the main evil villain, and that's what I should be. But I'm not evil. So these little things, they don't have any specific names, but a lot of their names are just like Q and stuff like that. Just simple syllable names. They're basically just my underlings. They weren't always around when I was here in the human world. They kind of just appeared out of nowhere one day and started deciding to help me out with stuff like this. And so it's gone good. And that's it for that one. So disappear and reappear. Let's go ahead and talk about the people who had some kind of involvement here with me. So Akihika is my mama. She created my art, my beautiful face. I came up with the design and stuff like that, but she is the one who realized it. Veni, ST is my papa. He is the one who actually brought me to life with these movements and such. And now I'm here. I can do things like this. Kipes, it had a lot of involvement in a lot of stuff here. He's one of the people who created, or he is the person who created probably the most stuff for me overall, with like the stream assets and stuff like that. So you can see the wooden borders around like this. He created that. He created the scrolls and stuff like that as well, and also the scroll transition and the starting animation and all that. So he's definitely created a lot of stuff for me. And then Koya, a VTuber, is the person who made the BGM that you can hear. Is the BGM good? Is it too loud or too low? it is, just let me know. I can change that in an instant. So that's about it for the people who had involvement in my being. Let's move over to the third page, which is this one here. Just my likes and dislikes, just so you have a bit more knowledge about who I am and what exactly I like. So the first thing, of course, is gaming. I like playing games. I like playing a lot of indie games. I do like MMOs and stuff like that as well, but I wouldn't say any MMO is really my favorite game, because a lot of MMOs just don't hold my attention for a super long time, but I really like the concept of MMOs, if you get what I mean. Like, it's fun to play for a bit, but not forever. But Final Fantasy XIV has been one that I've been pretty interested in. Haven't played it too often, but yeah, it's good. I do like to draw. I might do some drawing streams eventually. Not entirely sure what I would draw in those drawing streams, but I'm sure I can figure out something. I of course like watching anime. A lot of people like watching anime. It's just good stuff. It's good way to consume media, if I do say so myself. I also like to play trading card games. So the main trading card game that I'm the most interested in is called Card Fight Vanguard. So it's a Japanese trading card, like an anime trading card game, I guess. Kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! If you've heard of Yu-Gi-Oh! It doesn't really play similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's got its own interesting gameplay mechanics and whatnot that you can get pretty into if you like card games and stuff like that. I love cooking. Just in general, cooking is great. It's always fun, and you can make super good tasting food. My favorite color is yellow. It always has been and probably always will be. Just yellow. It's the greatest color there is. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but that is the case. Just 100%. Always going to be yellow, no matter what. Nothing can change my mind. And then I like sweets. I like a lot of candy. I like a lot of chocolate. I like a lot of stuff like that. But as you can see here in my dislikes, I don't like ice cream or cake. Just specifically those two. I like basically every other sweet that exists, except for ice cream and cake. Don't ask me why. Ice cream has just never really sat well with me. And cake, it's just I don't really like the texture or anything like that when I'm eating it. Dislikes would be these ones here. So I don't really like noises. So a lot of just small noises, I guess, just get on my nerves pretty easily. So if there's a noise that I don't like, then I just get really bothered by it, and it's not fun. And of course, sleeping. I just dislike sleeping because you can do so much while you're awake. Why would you want to sleep, right? There's a lot of problems that come with sleeping, because you can sleep in by mistake. You can get too little sleep and then be tired for the whole day, and then it's never fun. Sleep is a hassle, and I think not having to sleep would be incredible, because you can just do whatever you want, whenever you want it to. And that's about it for the general likes and dislikes. Go ahead and move over to the next thing, or I guess just more general likes and dislikes. Oh, let me move that there. So games, we're gonna talk about some games that I like and why I like them, and what kind of games that I'll be playing on stream. So Nier Automata is one of my favorite games. I like anything pretty much made by Yoko Taro, which is the person who made Nier Automata, or who directed Nier Automata. And then he is also making, or directing a remake, or remaster, I guess, of the first game, which is Nier Replicant, I believe. And there's also an application that just recently came out called Nier Reincarnation, that I started playing on my phone, but it's only in Japanese right now, so I can't get too far without missing out on the story, because I don't want to miss out on the story, because all of the storytelling and stuff like that in those games are very good. So I will end up playing Nier Automata on stream before Nier Replicant comes out. because I would like to play that one as well when it does come out. And then whenever the app is translated to English, I will go ahead and play that as well. Of course, Minecraft. Can't go on with Minecraft. Minecraft is always just a solid game, especially if you're creative by any means. Then you have, it's just an outlet that you can use to do whatever you want, pretty much. You can just build cities, you can make shrines. I think right now I'm working on I did a shrine, and I'm gonna make a little city area that leads from my house up to like I'm gonna have a bathhouse and stuff like that. Maybe I'll show you guys someday, and I'll do a little Minecraft tour. So moving on to Pokemon. Pokemon is basically I guess one of the most popular franchises in the world, and a lot of people love it a lot, and I am one of those people. Pokemon has just basically always been a part of my childhood and even my adulthood, for the most part, I suppose. So I played every single Pokemon game at least once, beaten probably 90% of the Pokemon games that exist, including like Pokemon Ranger, Pokemon the other ones there, the dungeon ones. You know what I mean. There's lots of Pokemon spin-offs and stuff like that. Looking forward to playing with stuff like Pokemon Snap and the new Pokemon games that were announced the other day as well on stream at some point, as those will probably be fun to stream. The Legend of Zelda as well. Specifically, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker is actually one of my favorite games ever. I don't know, it's just everything from the art style, as well as like how the game functions and the progression of the game have just always been something that's sat really well with me. I like the exploration, and the way that the water looks and everything, but as well as just every other Legend of Zelda game. All of them have really solid stories and are very good to get immersed in. League of Legends is a little iffy. I like playing League of Legends. It's free. You play it every once in a while, but you get frustrated with it really easily if you let it get to you. Especially with the state of the game right now, it's questionable, but it's alright. Cardfight Vanguard, as I mentioned before, this is not necessarily a video game, but the card game is very good. I've been playing it for almost since it came out. I think I started in like 2012, which is like 1 year after the game started, which is great, because now it's evolving into a much better thing, and I am excited for Overdress. I may do videos revolving around Cardfight Vanguard in the future, do like news updates and stuff like that based on the new cards and like my thoughts and deck lists and stuff like that. I will try and figure out how to stream games of Vanguard specifically on stream, because I feel like that would bring in some attention for card fighters, and it would be really interesting. I would like to hear people's thoughts on deck builds and whatnot. And then I like gacha games just in general. Gacha games are always fun. Specifically, I played Genshin Impact, not so much recently, but I did play Genshin Impact for quite a while. I think I have over like 60 hours of it on my phone alone, plus whatever I have on the computer as well. So it's a fun game. I guess it's not really technically a gacha game, because it's similar to other games and stuff with open world and all that, and action. Otherwise, I like stuff like Princess Connect. Princess Connect has been one that I've been really interested in recently. However, I've kind of hit like a plateau where my characters aren't necessarily strong enough to progress the story, so I just need to grind. And I guess that's why you would play gacha games in the first place. You just grind up, and then from there you make your character super strong. I like being the best in pretty much everything, so I try very hard to get my character's high level. Grand Blue Fantasy as well is a Japanese-only APK game, I guess, or an app, but I did download it onto my phone to play it as well, because it looked really nice, and Princess Connect actually has a pretty similar art style to it, so both of those are pretty good games. Can't really think of any other gacha games off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's more gacha games like the Fate Grand Order and stuff like that, and King's Raid and whatnot. I play lots of gacha games. Not all of them keep my attention for a super long time, but they're still very good games, and I enjoy them. Moving on, I have another little slide here. So, anime specifically. I like a lot of media. It's like a lot of movies and TV shows just in general. Anime is just something added onto the side that's also super enjoyable that I like. These aren't in order specifically. I think right now my favorite anime would have to be Attack on Titan, just because of how it's progressing and it's super entertaining basically all the time, and keeps me on the edge of my seat. Steins Gate has been finished for a long time, but I really like the whole concept of time travel and stuff like that. I like a lot of dystopian animes and TV shows and movies and stuff like that. So dystopian stuff is really, really good. And Steins Gate being a time travel thing that turns into dystopia. I don't think that's a spoiler. But anyway, Made in Abyss is also very good. Made in Abyss has... I watched it originally. I watched the full show. Then I watched the movie that comes after the show, the direct prequel. And after that, because there was no more things to watch, I decided to read the manga, and now I'm fully up to date with the series. And I guess you could say it captivated me. I like a lot of the themes and a lot of the way that the show works. It's in general, it's just good. It's a really good show, and I highly recommend it. Not if you're not super into a lot of the like, I guess, darker themes of anime, but it's pretty good. It is lighthearted at times as well, and it's pretty good. If you like adventure as well. My Hero Academia, if you like any kind of shoujin anime or anything like that, My Hero Academia is just really good. Shonen, is that? Yeah, that's the right word. Yes. My Hero Academia, very good. My favorite superhero from the show is the guy with the shadow, dark shadow. I forget his name specifically, but he's pretty cool. And of course, like All Might and stuff like that are also strong characters in the show. I mean, literally and just emotionally and stuff like that. Very good. One Punch Man. I watched season 1. It was alright. If you like manga at all, reading the manga for One Punch Man, I highly recommend. Everything in the manga is just absolutely incredible. The artist spends so much time on like almost every illustration you can tell. It's just a really good story if you like just kind of brain dead action. It's just stuff like that. There's not really too much thought behind it. I mean, I guess there is, because of how the story progresses and you focus on different characters and stuff like that. It's very good as well. But I prefer the manga for that one much more than the anime, because the anime doesn't hit some of the high octane action sequences on like the manga does. Yes, Crow Boy is the best boy. My horns get in the way a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, and then, like I said, Attack on Titan season 4. If you're watching it, you're caught up to it. It's good. Everything about it is good. I'm excited to see where it goes. Even I know I've read the manga as well, so I know where it's going, but still really good. Sword Art Online. I am one of those people who enjoy Sword Art. I don't really think of anything too deep, but beyond that point, Sword Art is just a good show. It's fun. You don't have to think too much about it. Like, I understand a lot of people have a lot of problems with it for a lot of reasons, but you could say the same about anything. So I just enjoy Sword Art Online. I think it's a decent show if you like video games as well as anime. And I like the MMO thing and everything. Goblin Slayer, similar to Sword Art Online, kind of, but much darker. It's good if you like action. It's just, that's all it is. Just brain dead action, killing some goblins. The main character's great. A lot of the other supporting characters as well are pretty strong. But there's not really too much to say about Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer is pretty good. Demon Slayer is also pretty good. More story directed than action wise, but still really good. There's lots of stuff that I'm looking forward to, especially with the movie whenever it comes out over here, or in dubbed, I suppose, because I prefer to watch it dubbed. Yeah. This is Parasite. I think the full title is actually Parasite the Maximum. I like that one a lot because it has to do with aliens and stuff like that, and I like the whole concept of aliens and just space in general, space exploration, and so not that that's in the anime, but it's just very good. It's like a psychological action and all of that mixed together with similar to vibes actually to Steins Gate, I think. If you like anime, you can watch either of those two, and they're pretty similar in terms of like style, I guess, like aesthetic. Like it's always gloomy and has that weird feel to it, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, like Darling in the Franxx, like I mentioned before, I like dystopian future stuff, and that is indeed a dystopian future thing with mech fighting, which is always great. I realize now that a lot of these here are actually like action-based, but I do like a lot of like romantic things. So I didn't include very many of those anime on the list, but I do like things that are romance, like Love Chunibyo and Other Delusions. That one specifically is one of my favorites. I like everything that happens in that show, pretty much. It's very good. Overlord has, again, just another isekai, similar to Sword Art Online, where people go into a game, they do things, become overpowered, stuff like that. And then this is also falls in the same vein as like That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. Very good anime, enjoyable to watch. And that is about it for anime, I believe. I will go ahead and switch back over to the other page and talk a little bit more, and then that's pretty much it for the debut. Don't really have a whole lot to talk about myself, but that's about it. It's pretty good. And we'll go over here to show off this transition. It's not technically part of the other one. Ooh, now I'm here. Yeah, I don't know what Hi's husband's work buddy? Yes. They are cute underlings. And yeah, Pokemon streams should be fun. I'll probably play Pokemon Arceus, Pokemon Legends Arceus, when it does come out in 2022, which is such a long time away, but I'm looking forward to playing that. Otherwise, the Diamond and Pearl remakes don't super duper catch my attention, because they don't look super great, in my opinion. I think the chibi style was just probably a bad choice, but also I guess it's still in like early stages of development. But yeah, it just doesn't look as good as the pixel art did originally, I think. The battle sequences, I guess, still use the same animation, the same 3D stuff from all the other games, and it's gonna be more of the same. Especially because I was watching some videos as well the other day where somebody was explaining that a lot of the art, or sorry, a lot of the 3D stuff was just all the same, but a lot of the pixel stuff originally, they changed the Pokemon from every generation, so it was always something fresh and new and made it seem like the Pokemon itself was alive. And on top of Pokemon, I guess I can go over some of my favorite Pokemon. Specifically, I guess it's like Ghost type and Dark type are some of my favorite types, specifically. Other than that, I think a few, like, grass types are really good. Let me see here. So Hydreigon has always been a good boy. He's one of my favorite ones. He's a dragon dark type, so it's just combos really well together. I like a lot more dark types than I do like other types, so that's why I guess it's my favorite type. And I'd probably be a dark type trainer if I was to play. I mean, to be Pokemon Gym Leader or something like that. Drifloon is another one. Exploud, stuff like that. Ludicolo, Ursaring, So basically the chunky ones that are cute as well. But yeah, I guess that's about all I have to say. So in the future, I'll be playing. I'll probably release a schedule in probably the next day or two. I'll probably make it tomorrow actually. In that schedule, I'm actually playing Hades today, so stick around if you want to watch some Hades. I might move it up actually because it's only been half an hour since this stream started, and I put it another hour in the future. So maybe I'll just push it up and start playing that right away once I get everything set up for it. Otherwise, I will be playing Nier, and I'll be playing a lot of indie games. There's one game that I'm playing specifically called Blue Flame or Blue Fire. It's like a Wind Waker retro style indie game that looks pretty fun. I think it might be fun, good, like a challenge and stuff like that. Aside from that, though, there's one game called Haven that's also an indie game that looks fun. It's like a turn-based RPG game where you play as a couple on an alien planet. Seems fun. I'm gonna explore stuff like Journey. I played that before, but it's still a really good game that I think I want to have just on here and me experiencing it again because I haven't played it in a long time. And it's probably good to replay stuff like that because it's something that's just, you know, sat so close to home, so close to my heart for a long time because it's a just really good game. Aside from that, you know, just other indie games and stuff like that. Let me see if I can go through a list here and say specifically what I'll be playing. Omori is like a psychological horror indie game. I think it's also like a kind of like a turn-based fighting style game as well. That should be pretty good. Aside from that, though, there's not too many other games I want to play. I think that's a pretty full roster of games already, for the most part. Because, you know, there's just a lot of games. So, once I get through all those ones and beat them and get them up on my channel and get them started, I will move on to other games and find other games. Hopefully I can finish Nier before I start playing Nier Replicant. The new one comes out. I think it's in April. So I have two-ish, or one-ish months, I guess, because now it's March. But from that, we'll see what happens. And aside from that, though, thank you for tuning in to my debut. And if you have anything to say, like in terms of like comments and stuff like that, you can leave it on the bottom of the video. I'll check them out and improve on stuff in the future and go from there. So if you do want to watch some Hades, I'm playing it for the first time in the next stream here, and we'll have some fun with that. So I'll see you guys in an hour or less, depending on if I move it up or not. I just have to figure everything out and get it set up. All right. See you guys later.